Sister station just across the hall. Well, it's about that time. For the 30th year, the 50-hour marathon of VIC starts right now.
WICB Ithaca.
This is VIC Radio's 50-hour marathon,
where 4 DJs stay up for 50 hours straight to raise money for one nonprofit.
This year's beneficiary, Ithaca Underground.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy for the next 50 hours.
We know we will.
3, 2,
1,
go!
Are listening to the 50-hour marathon here on the Best of What's Next VIC Radio. You heard Quilt with Roller. I'm DJ D-Dubs.
And I'm DJ Yazzers.
I'm DJ Charlie K.
And this is your girl Frizz on VIC Radio. This year's thing we are sponsoring is Ithaca Underground. Ithaca Underground is an organization dedicated to providing the people of Ithaca and the surrounding communities with an all-ages, radically inclusive environment for their DIY ambitions, ensuring new and challenging music and art is available to all. What do we have coming up?
Well, coming up, we've got some great tunes, including Florist and Sea Haven. But right now, here is Helena Beat by Foster the People. Nice, cool jam right here on VIC Radio, the best of what's next.
You just heard Florist with the Birds Outside sang here on VIC Radio. Before that, Sea Haven, Silhouette with Silhouette Latin Skin. And topping off that set, Foster the People with Helena Beat.
Coming up, we've got some music by Skipping Girl Vinegar, The Gills. But first, here's the Jaguar Club with Stringer here on VIC Radio's 50-hour marathon.
VIC Radio simulcast on WICB Ithaca 91.7. You just heard Siri Open Tinder by Childbirth. Before that, James Supercave with Whatever You Want. I'm going to throw it over to you, Charlie. Give us the deets.
Oh, so I got some cool details for you. So tonight at the Chanticleer, 101 West State Street, right here in Ithaca, New York, Ithaca Underground will be presenting Nah, Time Being, Tender Cruncher, and What Nerve at 7 p.m. all ages show. And we will be at the show, and we're giving away a pair of tickets valued at $14, and we are giving those away right now. So if you are interested in tonight's Ithaca Underground show, you can call in at 607-274-1059. Again, that's 607-274-1059. Caller number 7 will be the lucky winner. 607-274-1059 to win a pair of tickets for tonight's show.
I'd love to be caller number 7, alas. So you're going to hear some Vampire Weekend and Laura Gibson, but first here is Lucy Dacus with I Don't Want to Be Funny Anymore on VIC Radio, your FM alternative.
I don't want to be funny anymore.
You're listening to Hour 23 of VIC Radio's 50-hour marathon, simulcast on WICB Ithaca.
You You are listening to VIC Radio. We are reporting live from Naked Noise Ithaca Underground. You just heard LaBouche with Sweet Dreams, and before that, Baha Man with Who Let the Dogs Out. Now, Naked Noise is underway, and I think they might be coming up to their intermission soon. It started off with like a slow build that turned into a cacophony of noise, and you were able to walk around the entire room, and from each part of the room you just hear a different soundscape, and it is absolutely beautiful. And people are sitting, walking, hugging each other, crying, and it is truly just like improv in its greatest form. Coming up, we're going to have some more great music for you from Weezer, but first, here's James with Loud here on the VIC. And with that, we have a very special guest in the studio. Would you like to introduce yourself?
This is Bubba Crumrine from Ithaca Underground.
Yeah, and would you talk a little bit about what you do for Ithaca Underground?
Absolutely. I am the president of the board for Ithaca Underground. I've been running what we do since 2008, which includes, at this point, over 60 all-ages events a year, all across downtown, sometimes up here as well. A volunteer crew of over 50 individuals from downtown, IC, the high schools, Cornell, and just generally making a inclusive space that's available for all to experience new and challenging music.
Yeah, and how did you inherit or get involved with Ithaca Underground?
Oh, that's a really fun story. So it was summer of 2008, and I had a band called Bizarre Guillemots, and Mel and I had been going out to Ithaca Underground shows. It had been going on for about a year. My partner Mel had helped get some bands on there, and I hit up Jamie, who was running at the time, and I was like, Jamie, why haven't you accepted my band's ad on MySpace? And he was like, I'm really busy. Do you want to run our MySpace page? And I was like, sure. And a week later, he was like, I'm really busy. Do you want to run Ithaca Underground? And it was really in a week's time, I went from, hey, I want to play a show, and then my band breaking up, to just taking the whole thing over. And we ended up, doing probably about 8 shows the second half of that year, July through December. And then the next year, we did something ridiculous, like 40 or 50 shows, Mel and I running everything, doors, sound, booking bands, housing bands at our place, and just ran with it from there.
Yeah, and so how have you seen it evolve, and how have you made it evolve to what it is today?
Yeah, it's been a great growth story. We realized early on that it was really the youth that were the most interested in what we were doing. And so we took it upon us. It was like, okay, all of our shows have to be all ages. This needs to be available to everybody. And so we wanted to make sure, that it was going to be affordable. And we were sort of trying to figure out, how are we going to do that? So we realized early on that it would make the most sense to make it a not-for-profit. It was a hobby for a while, but it was like, we're never going to make money on this. This is never going to be our living. Let's figure out what we need to do to make the infrastructure there so this sustains forever. Because most scenes kind of ebb and flow every 3 or 4 years as people come and go, and get busy. So we figured we'd get on the track to turn it into a 501c3 not-for-profit. I pulled together a board, including Eric Lane from McNeil Music, George Johan from Angry Mom Records, Ryan Clover from Talent City Distro and the Alternatives Library. And together we spearheaded it, and about almost 2 years ago, we got our 501c3 status, and we, with the help of Carrie Cooper, one of our awesome newer board members, we had our first all-volunteer meeting, got 40, young people involved from across the community, and it just completely exploded with what we were able to do. We're able to do more shows now. They're better organized. We've got documentation for video and photo on everything. Our volunteers are running a door. We're training them how to do sound engineering. So it's turned into, from this fun thing to do for a handful of people who just want to run around to a punk show, to doing all these different subversive genres, from noise and punk to more of the indie pop stuff and electronic music, onto what we did with Naked Noise last night, and from doing it for a handful of people to it being a real movement that's bringing together all the different areas of Ithaca.
Well,
it kind of falls to the wayside.
No, I understand that. Well, thank you so much for being here, Bubba. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks so much to VIC for being Ithaca Underground's benefactor for this 50-hour marathon, this has been huge for us.
Good. Well, it was our pleasure. Thank you so much. And now, without further ado, we're going to get back to the music with some fake laugh and crescendo here on the VIC.
Sit back, relax, and press play for maximum indie pop. VIC Radio. The future is now.